We've got big news right now. We have got a superstar on the phone. It is Nicki Minaj, who is up early with us. Nicki, how you doing?
Hello, darling.
Hello, sweetheart. Hey, man, so I was I had a camera right on your vehicle on the E Network, right on your vehicle, zoomed into you as you stepped out in the red hooded outfit, and then you were accompanied by a religious figure. Can you tell me about your, and we saw obviously why when you did your performance, but tell me about your choice.
Well, he is a major part of the story and the movie that I'm writing about one of my alter egos. His name is Roman. And,
His name is Roman.
His name is Roman, correct? And, basically the religious figure is there because he was called on by Roman's mom to rehabilitate him. And so that's pretty much it. Okay,
and then tell me about your red hooded outfit. And you wore it because you could have put it on, I guess, right before the performance, but you entered in it and you sat in it. I saw you sitting there in it, too.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do red carpet. So, I was backstage just, prepared to have my performance outfit and not do red carpet and not go and sit down. But, my people
your
wanted me to
peeps.
do it. So I said, well, I had this amazing robe made for me by Versace, sent from Milan.
Wow.
And I said, oh, my God, I have to wear this. I have to. They were so generous. They sent me so much stuff. And I was going to originally wear it in the performance. But then when I got it, it was a little heavy for the performance. So I said, hey, there's, only one way to do it, and that's red carpet.
Right, and you did it, and people be talking about it today, and you were up on stage. Man, you've had some big stages the last couple of, it's been a week, I guess, between Super Bowl and the Grammys last night. Roman Holiday, she did last night at the Grammys. Tell me about it. I mean, that was a groundbreaking performance. Tell me about putting that together.
Thank you so much. I had this vision for Roman. I had this vision for him to be sort of exercise, or actually he never gets exercise, but people around him tell him that he's not good enough because he's not normal and he's not blending in with the average Joe. And so his mother is scared and the people around him are afraid because they've never seen anything like him. So he wanted to show that, he is, not only is he amazing and he's sure of himself and confident, but he's never going to change. He's never going to be exercised. And so even when they, throw the holy water on him, he still rises above. And that's what was, portrayed. And I had it. I thought, I figured, I wanted to create a movie. I reached out to a great friend of mine, Hype Williams, to create the movie. I just wanted him to be in this monastery, and I wanted to see him in his comfort zone. And it's funny because it's the most comfortable I've ever been on stage in my entire life.
Now, why is that?
Is it because you were barefoot?
Was she barefoot? Were you barefoot?
I'm like,
you were,
my God, she's barefoot. That's so cool.
No. It's not because I was barefoot. It was because, let me tell you, first of all, the Grammys chose Roman Holiday. The Grammys came to the studio, the producers of the Grammys came to the studio, and they heard Roman Holiday, and I could not play them another record after they heard that. They
really?
went crazy. Yes. And so I could have chosen to do, a no-brainer pop song, but I can't do it anymore. I mean, I have to stay true to what I'm doing, and seeing how comfortable I was last night, I was like, oh my God, this was the best choice, because my fan base, the Roman Empire and the Barbs, they understand every single thing that I'm doing, because Roman was created 2 years ago. Roman isn't just something new coming out. I've been writing the story for a very long time, and yesterday was just his coming out party. Lorianne is an amazing friend of mine. She did such an amazing job bringing my vision to life. And I just think, it just was very literal. I mean, I think it was very literal and streamlined if you know who Roman is and if you know what he's all about. But if you don't know the Roman character, then, you have to kind of digest it.
Now, you say that you were the most comfortable last night standing on stage, Nicki Minaj, at the Grammys. You've performed on a lot of stages, and you've got a lot of hits. What will that, now that you felt that, what will that do to influence what you will do from this point on in terms of performing?
Well, what I will say is that was a moment, and that in no way, shape, or form is going to be turned into a never-ending saga. I mean, Roman is one facet of my brand, and so the next performance will not be that Roman holiday performance, but it still is going to be something that I really try. Listen, meeting Madonna changed my life. Working with Madonna changed my life. Rehearsing with Madonna for 2 weeks changed my life. I finally got to see the importance of, guess what? When you look at these amazing women and, you have to realize that a lot of work goes into this. So I, for the first time, refused to do anything. I didn't go to any parties. I didn't do anything. This performance was it. And this is the first performance that I'm proud of in my entire career, because I saw Madonna, how much she sacrificed and how she rehearses and rehearses and rehearses and rehearses. And, everyone there was like, oh, my God, we got it. Like, she was like, no.
We're going to do it again.
I want you to know this choreography in your sleep. And you know what? We did know it in our sleep by the time we got on Super Bowl stage. So when I saw that, it inspired me so much, the same way Wayne inspired me to start really becoming a beast as a rapper. Yeah. The Madonna situation inspired me to give it my all and put that work in terms of rehearsal and in terms of bringing my vision to light and in terms of, hey, you know what, I'll pay for this performance myself because it means that much to me.
Well, she has a ferocious work ethic, and I know you saw this backstage before she went out on the Super Bowl. Madonna walked around and looked at every one of those performers and every one of those dancers and checked their hair, checked their shoes, checked their waist, checked their outfits, checked everything, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Madonna was the first person in history who was able to make me change my wig.
Oh my God.
Well, you got to tell me that. You got to tell me how that went down.
Madonna, I had some choices in terms of color. And she was like, Nicki, one thing about her, she has a way with words. Like, she's a monster, but when she's speaking to an artist, it's like I don't know, I don't want to, not maternal, but just really sweet, and she knows how to word things so that you don't feel uncomfortable.
Right.
But she's, she was just like, I don't know about it. It kind of, So I really went through 4 color changes on my wig for the Super Bowl, and we got the platinum blonde, and she smiled, and when she smiled, I was like, thank you, Jesus, I couldn't take it anymore. It was like, thank goodness that she liked it, and she made me, she was one of the only people that could get me to wear red lipstick. And then it's so funny because when I did it, I wound up loving it. So I told her, I said, you know what? I'm so glad. I trusted you. You're amazing. You're the queen. And everybody has to bow down because she knows what she wants. And when you see her vision, then it's like, oh,
I get it. Yeah.
Now I get it.
Well, I tell you, the beauty of this, and this is something that, now that you've seen that, you'll do forever, is that she doesn't just do it once. She does it performance after performance, year after year, decade after decade. Her endurance is unparalleled.
Oh, my God. And that's why I really had to, the first time I saw the Super Bowl stage, I was in awe. I mean, I had a moment, I could have just sat there and cried because, first of all, I'm just like, oh, my God, why would she include me in such a special moment? It was a special moment for her. Mm-hmm. She brought everyone backstage before we went on stage and prayed with us, and I just was like, you know what? I have to give my all because if someone this talented and this rich is still giving it this much, then it just goes to show you, as an artist, you can't care what people say. You just got to do you.
And Nicki, what did you think then? So you got, it was a great performance, and the feedback was fantastic. Yeah. What did you think about what MIA did? Because she was in a position similar to yours, being invited to be up on stage to sing and perform with Madonna, and then she flipped off the camera. What did you think about that as it resonated an hour, 2 hours after?
my first feeling was disappointment, only because of my respect for Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
And so even though, I'm a cuckoo lady too, but I couldn't do it. I would never be able to do it off the strength of Madonna. Just because, there are fines that goes into these things, and I don't know. I just thought, oh my God, I hope they don't penalize Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
In hindsight, now it's like, you know what? Madonna knows the artist that MIA is, and it was her decision to take the risk with all of us. We're kind of all firecrackers, and she took that risk, and she's done some crazy things, as becoming the icon that she is. So I think that's probably why she was able to forgive MIA.
Mm-hmm.
And look, we had such an amazing time rehearsing. It, like Madonna said, it was so much just positive energy when we were about to go on that stage.
Yeah.
That I really can't speak on it because I love MIA, and I don't really want to say anything that is the wrong thing. But me personally, I couldn't see myself doing it just for the respect for Madonna, because I wouldn't want any backlash to come back on Madonna.
Well, I think that's a great point. I mean, two things here. One is you got a lot of families watching. Okay, and number two is that you're a guest of Madonna.
Yeah.
It's different. I think if it's your domain and you're the principal, but I think respectfully, like you just said, look, we were invited to come up here as guests. We're guests. We're company in someone's home. So anyway, all right, Nicki Minaj, the firecracker that she is with us. KISFM Los Angeles is Kiss FM. I know I'm going to talk to you tomorrow about this single. Can we tee it up a little bit? Tell me about Starships.
Oh my God, Starships is one of my absolute favorite records on Pink Friday Roman Reloaded. And it just sounds like a Ryan Seacrest type of record, dude. And I'm like so excited for you to give this song your blessing, Ryan, because I know people are going to love it. It feels right. It just feels good. It makes people feel happy, and that's all I want. I want to start the year off with making people feel good. The performance was the performance. That was my creative, craziness. And now it's just time to make people dance and have fun, and that's all I want to do.
Got it. All right. Nicki Minaj tomorrow is going to call us back, and we will have the world premiere of Starships right here.